Asemahle. Where did Lihle go to?
To the side.
What is he gonna do there?
Let's go to play.
Listen, come here. So what's happening now? Where are we going?
We're going to bounce.
What are you gonna do there?
We're going to jump.
How are you gonna jump? Show me. Are you excited?
Yes. Our jump higher.
Do you think you can jump like very, very high? Huh? I want you to show me how you're gonna jump. Like, how high are you gonna jump?
I'm going to do like this.
Are you gonna turn like that?
Here.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to do like this. Mommy.
Yeah?
I'm going to do like this.
Wow.
When I was lost and hopeless, when I was at my worst, it's grace that you extended that I did not deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. Your mercy came and found me, gave me a second birth. I'm overwhelmed and grateful. You took what I deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. And I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. Hallelujah. Love has made a way. Hallelujah. Forever I give thanks.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free. Be as a cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Oh yeah, take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free. Be free with me. Be free. Be free with me. Yeah, let's go. Be free with me. Oh, come on and let's go. Let's be free with me. Yeah, be free. Be free. Be free with me.
Guys, hi. Finally, we get to talk in between the business here in the office. Got busy with some statements of accounts. So I got busy with the files. Packing of the files, guys, was a lot. Okay, it was just a lot, like sorting out the files, color coordination of the files, and actually getting rid of certain files that have been there, like files that we really need to close, or we need to actually contact the client and just inform them about their file. So yeah, so those were the files that I was actually working on, and just sorting out the table and just making sure that it's clean. And yeah, guys, so fortunately I'm done. Thank God I'm done with everything, like cleaning off that table and just color coordinating the files accordingly, and also putting them accordingly in the inside of drawers, as you saw. And also, yeah, I know I didn't talk to you a lot this time, yeah, but guys, now I'm just gonna pack my stuff, and then I'm gonna fetch my kids. I'm quite a bit late, and I want to go to the gym, and the next class that I want to attend is at 5 p.m. and currently it's 4:25. My kids are just like not even a kilometer, maybe a kilometer away. No, less, could be less than a kilometer away from where we are right now at our workplace. So we're just gonna pick them up quickly. I hope that we are not delayed by traffic, and I'm hoping that when I pass by, because every time when I go home I actually pass by the gym. So I hope that there is electricity, because we were load shed earlier on and I was delayed with most of my work because of load shedding. So yeah, and yeah, guys, if it doesn't work, if there's no electricity, if there's load shedding at the gym, then I'll exercise at home. But I really hope that I exercise. I'm so lazy. Today is just a lazy day for me. I'm not so active, or maybe because I put in a lot of work with the filing and coordinating the files and stuff, like it was just a lot for me. It was just a lot, more especially when I like had to do some statements of accounts, send them out and so on. It was just quite a lot of work, that I got up to. Yeah.
can't find the silver lining, all tangled up inside, and you wanna hide. You can run to me, and when you're feeling lonely, ain't got no one to hold you, it don't matter where they ran to, you'll be alright. You can run to me. You can run to me. Yeah. You can run to me. You can run to me. Yeah. You can run to me.
So guys, today we are just gonna go through a small claims court in South Africa. I just want to briefly explain what this court is all about, and just for people to know that one can go to a small claims court if they wish to institute an action against another person. Let's say, for example, you entered into a certain agreement with another person. Let's say, for example, you agreed that they will deliver certain goods to you and you will pay a certain amount of money to them. So you pay that certain amount of money to them, and the person ends up not delivering those goods to you. Basically, it can be any type of agreement that you enter into with that particular person. So you can make a claim against that person. Okay, it doesn't mean that if an attorney does not or is unable to assist you, or for example you do not afford for legal services and your claim is below the amount of 20,000 rand and you don't know where to get the help, here is the solution: the small claims court. You will approach the small claims court. We have a small claims court in all magistrate courts. So let's just go through this, and I will explain to you what this court is all about. We'll move to the second slide. So in South Africa, we have different kinds of courts. I have not mentioned all courts, but I've just given you different examples of the courts that we have, okay, as compared to a small claims court. All right. So we obviously have the small claims court in which we are dealing with in this particular presentation, and we have other courts which I have written here on the right. Okay, but our main focus now is the small claims court. I just wanted to show you the difference. Okay, so a small claims court, as I have mentioned, that is situated in a magistrate court, and you can only claim up to 20,000 rand, not more than that. If it's more, then you will have to approach the district court. Okay, so you can't exceed 20,000 rand claim when you are instituting a claim in a small claims court. Okay, and then, as I said, that it's usually located in the local magistrate court. So as I said, guys, I won't be dealing with the other courts. I just wanted to show you the difference. Okay, so we will move on, but we will definitely deal with the other courts, you know, and just explain to you. Just one day we'll do that kind of presentation, but now the focus is on the small claims court. All right, so we'll move on to the third slide. So you will have to know that a small claims court does not deal with the certain it does not deal with the following that I have written here. It does not deal with claims exceeding the amount of 20,000 rand, and you can't make a claim against the state, including municipalities, okay, in a small claims court. You can't do that, and you can't make any kind of claim of a criminal nature in the small claims court. It does not deal with criminal matters. It only deals with certain claims that are 20,000 rand and below. Okay, and then you can't make a delictual claim. Okay, you can't make a delictual claim for like defamation or an unlawful arrest or an unlawful detention or a seduction, etc. All right, and then you can't do a divorce in this court. Okay, guys, you can't do a divorce in this court. I did mention which court you should approach when you are instituting a divorce. I did mention in my previous vlog. I will put it up here on the right, on top, on the right corner. And then and by the way, for any kind of marriage, whether it's a civil union marriage, it's a civil marriage, whether it's a customary marriage, you can't do a divorce in a small claims court. All right, and you can't also do interdicts. For example, a domestic violence interdict, you need to approach the appropriate court that deals with these kind of matters that I have explained to you here. Okay, guys, so then we will move on to the fourth slide, which I believe is the last slide. So I will just briefly, guys, explain the procedure that you need to follow. You will need to go to the magistrate court in the area that you live and see a clerk of the court who deals, or who rather works for the small claims court, and they will assist you with the procedure in instituting the claim or in defending a claim that is against you in a small claims court. So I have written here a few bullets just to explain a little bit, but I won't go in depth, guys. It's just to give a little bit of information that you need to know, okay? So the clerk will provide you with a letter of demand. So on that letter of demand, guys, you'll fill in all the details that are required, and the clerk will assist you if you where you don't understand, basically. Yeah. So, and you will then take that letter of demand and deliver it by registered post or by hand to the defendant, and you will then leave the defendant to answer to that letter of demand, which is within 14 days that they should answer to that letter of demand. Then if they fail to answer to that letter of demand or to respond to the letter, then summons will then be issued against them. And then a copy of those summons must then be delivered either in person or by sheriff. And you must take note that for the service by sheriff will a certain amount of money will be required to be paid, as I have written there, that a service fee is applicable. So if you instruct the sheriff to deliver those summons to the defendant, you will have to then pay a certain amount of fee that is required by the sheriff, and thereafter you will then have written proof of its service. Written proof of the service, if let's say for example you use the sheriff to serve the summons, you will then have a written of service. That written of service will then be you will then have to attach it to the summons and file it with the clerk of court, and then together with the summons, okay, together with the summons that you have issued, and then all of those documents will be before court on the hearing date. So it's very important that sorry guys, yes, so it's very important that both parties are there on the hearing date, okay? And both parties must bring witnesses, if any, okay? And the court will allow both parties to be given an opportunity to hand in their documents, and call in their witnesses and state their cases. And the commissioner will then ask the parties questions after the commissioner has heard both sides of the case and considered all evidence. He or she will then make a judgment in favor of the plaintiff or the defendant. Then after the judgment, so after the judgment has been given, it must be complied with within 10 days, or alternative arrangements must be made to settle the claim or the counterclaim, for example, payment in installments,
Failure to settle the judgment will result in a warrant of execution being issued in the magistrate court. Yeah. And then the warrant of execution will be sent to the sheriff, who will attach the property of the person owing in order to sell the property at an